Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and welcome. In today's video, you guys, it just was on my heart to try to bring you a video that will deliver a little bit of comfort. There is so much going on right now, and I personally have just been a little, I'm not even gonna say a little, very down in the dumps, depressed, but I'm trying to pick myself back up. And a way that I have been able to find comfort is through my perfumes. So I find that these really help relax me. They kind of make me feel like I'm being wrapped in a hug through fragrance. And so if you're in the market for something that really does help you to feel comfort, then I would highly recommend you check out these scents. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into today's video. So this first one that I want to touch on is just going to be so clean, comforting, and it almost makes you feel like you're in just a cloud of deliciousness. And when I say deliciousness, I mean almost like a steamed bowl of rice. I don't mean sweet gourmand. I mean this smells like, am I going to say the name? I almost forgot. And this is Le Papier. This is from the house of a diptyque, and this features notes of sesame, mimosa, woody notes, white musk, and musk. Those are the notes listed, and this is going to be musk in a very clean, very easy to wear, like white Oxford shirt all day type of way. Or you can actually trade in the Oxford shirt with a very plush white spa robe. That's the vibe that I get from here, and it was a love at first sniff, and I was actually quite disappointed in myself for waiting so long to try it. I think I was in Singapore at the airport and I tried it on skin, and it was just such an obsession. I just kept smelling myself throughout the flight, and I said, you know what, as soon as I land and I get back, I'm going to buy a bottle, and that's exactly what I did. This really does wrap you up in like white comforting linens, and again, it's almost giving you like this steamed rice accord. That's what I get from it, more so than like a sesame seed. So if you love woody, you love musky, you want something with just a slight touch of sweetness, all the clean vibes, clean feels, then this is one you must check out. Again, this one is Le Papier, and this is from the house of diptyque. So next up is another one that really does give you that I'm wrapped in clouds feel, but this one is a very clean but also sweet and sophisticated gourmand, and this is Marshmallow Musk. I talk about this one a lot because, oh god, every time I sniff it, it's just really well done. This is a gourmand that is so classy. It's very everyday wear. You can wear it to work, you can wear this to bed if you want, you can wear this to an event where you really put together. It's extremely versatile is what I'm trying to get at, and I'm so happy to have this one in my collection. But with all that aside, it just brings me so much comfort, and I don't know if it's just like the touch of lavender. They've done a beautiful job with the musk. Again, extremely clean musk, but then you have lots of vanilla. You have like these fluffy, delicious marshmallows running throughout, the life of the scent. You have this really beautiful marshmallow accord balanced with beautiful florals in this scent, and it's just a phenomenal fragrance. It is very pricey, especially for this little bottle, but when I tell you true comfort, that's exactly what I get from this scent, and I love it. Again, this one is the Marshmallow Musk, and this is from the house of Urfe. So this next one, you guys, I want to talk about it with a lot of caveat, but I love the way Nucleus, this is a new release from Zera. I love the way this smells. When I ordered this, I had no idea that this was going to be like a water-based or non-alcohol based fragrance, I should say that. So the scent comes in these little pearls. So you put it on your skin, and this is how it comes out. So of course you have to rub this in, okay, almost like a serum if you could imagine that. And you are going to be hit with the most beautiful rose petal, milk, caramel, slightly green smell. It smells so beautiful, and I'm so sad that this is not like an extrait or at least an eau de parfum, because I would love for everyone to smell this on me. So of course, with it not being an alcohol-based fragrance, it's not going to give you this loud sillage. Everyone's not going to be able to smell you. This is definitely going to be a little bit more along that scent bubble realm. You can only put this pretty much on the areas of your exposed skin, so you don't have your clothes to rely on for overspraying. So if it's cooler outside and you're dressed from here to your ankles, not going to be a lot of room to actually apply this. this. But for me personally, I find that when I'm at home, I want comfort. This is when I have been pulling for this as of late, and I love the way it smells. It's again very pricey for some product like this, but with those things set aside, I just want to talk about how much I love the scent. So if you are someone with really sensitive skin, you cannot do perfumes normally, but you want a very luxurious gourmand scent, then this is it. This is definitely one that it's not going to be overly sweet. It's Zera, so we're not going to get too like childish or anything like that. This is a very sophisticated rose caramel fragrance, again with just a couple of green touches. So this one has top notes of rose petals, milk, and green notes, middle notes of rose petals, caramel, and white musk. You have base notes of rose petals, white musk, vanilla, and sandalwood. So it is mentioning rose all up and through, okay, all three tiers, and it's mentioning musk. You do get a muskiness, but I think that done in a way that doesn't wear super clean to me, what I am getting primarily is going to be rose, caramel, and milk. That is what I get. Really beautiful, but again, you have to be aware of the fact that this is going to be more like a serum, but this is going to wear a little differently than your typical eau de parfum. Now, I do think that this has really good longevity, even though it's not a loud projector, because they have encapsulated the oils for the perfume in these little, I don't know, they're like I said, these serum type beads. You can see there's still a good shine on my skin. I don't think this wears like a water-based fragrance per se. Like I have tried a lot of those. They're very, very faint. This one wears with a little bit more oomph. Like there's a lot more going on in the formula than just like your typical water-based fragrances. So keep that in mind. I would say if you can try this, try it to determine if it's going to be worth it for a price point. But this is very gorgeous in scent, and it's definitely one that I just like to put on all over my skin and enjoy the scent of caramel and rose. Again, this one is Nucleus, the latest release from Zera. Next up is another rose. However, this one, I would say everyone's going to smell you, okay? And this is Prodigy. This is from the House of Mind Games, and if I were to layer anything with it, it would be this. I would layer this as my base, and then I will put this on top because Prodigy is so phenomenal, and they actually bear similarities in the way that they smell. So for me, Prodigy is just true mind games, masterpiece level type scent. I mean, this is a coffee rose fragrance that's got a lot of creamy facets to it. So it is going to literally smell like a rose cappuccino. So this one features top notes of rose absolute, cardamom, and bergamot. You have middle notes of creamy cafe latte, longoza flower, and you have base notes of sandalwood, vanilla, and blonde wood. I was really scared to try this because it mentioned the patchouli, and it's literally like rose absolute and patchouli on the front of this. Trust me, they did not go OD on this patchouli. It is very well executed. It's not dirty. It's not super earthy. It's not scratchy. Very, very refined, and it does not make me sick to my stomach. And honestly, it's not a big standout. I get way more rose from this fragrance, and I am getting what comes across to my nose. It's like a creamy coffee. That's what it smells like. There's a touch of sweetness. Again, the vanilla is definitely popping through, but this is not going to be a wear that gives you like that sugary sweet gourmand. But again, a very well executed rose coffee fragrance that just smells a little unique to all the others that are on the market and the ones that I have. This one wears with a smoothness, a softness, and why I find it very comforting right now. So if you are in the market for a truly remarkable rose coffee scent that hits just a little differently, Prodigy by Mind Games is absolutely one you have to check out. You can save 10%, so check the description box below for that discount code. Next is one that was sent over to me by Sniff, and I requested this one, but I did not think I would love it this much. This is Soda Snob, and for a while I definitely had, been trying to pin down a cola fragrance that I liked. Never liked any of them. I did own the one from Rosia with the Coca-Cola note, but it just wore a little masculine, and I love the way it smells, but I didn't wear it often. And I ended up decluttering that one probably at least a year ago at this point. But this one really understood the assignment. Soda Snob by Sniff, and it smells like a vanilla Coca-Cola that you actually want to wear. So my problem with all of the cola fragrances that have been released, the Tonka Cola, there was another one that was recently released by House, and they were just no. And it's because they just couldn't get the citruses right for me. The citrus was overtaking the scents. I know the one by Killian, something about that one, I think it's what, Born to Be Unforgettable. There was something very marine in that fragrance, and I don't know where that scent or note or smell was coming from, but something about it also just leaned a little masculine, and something about it was just a little off. This one is pitch perfect. So just wanting to experience that effervescence, that vanilla, that cola, all wrapped in this beautiful scent is what this delivers. And it is so good, you guys. I love this one, and I've been wearing it quite a bit. Haven't had it long, but you all can see it's already a little dent forming because I've just been wearing it a lot lately just to make myself feel a little bit more uplifted. Again, this one is Soda Snob, and you can save 10% with Sniff if you buy direct now. I do have my own discount code, so again, check the description box below for those details. The next fragrance we're going to touch on is from the house of Dries Van Noten. This is Chamomile Satin, and I got this full bottle, but I also made sure I got the sample. Tried the sample. I didn't hate it, but it's so hard to decide when you're talking about a 2 ml, you guys. I say I want to make sure I don't hate it before I open the full bottle, and it was alike. Y'all, I oversprayed myself the other day in this when I was really feeling down, literally feeling down. This wrapped me in so much comfort. I went out for a walk outside and I just felt like 50% better by the time I got back. Getting the wafts of this was so relaxing. It was literally like having a cup of chamomile tea. That is how much comfort it gave. That relaxes you at night. That's okay, same thing here. This is definitely an herbaceous vanilla, but it's very vanilla forward. Master noses behind this fragrance, and it really does show in the refinement of the way this is carried out. It's so good. And this opens with top notes of chamomile, petitgrain. You have middle notes of lavender, orange blossom, Turkish rose, base notes of vanilla, galbanum, and musk. I do think you have to enjoy green notes to enjoy this. You've got the galbanum and you have petitgrain. However, I will say that petitgrain does not wear sharp and off-putting at all. Like, you can smell the green in there, but it's not that petitgrain green that we are very accustomed to. Petitgrain can be very off-putting, and there's a lot of green running through here, but it really doesn't smell like it's too much. It really does give you more herbally than a super green. So if you love fragrances that really do have a smooth chamomile touch to it, you love the scent of vanilla but not done in a super sweet gourmand way, then this is one you should check out. This bottle is stunning. So is this scent. And this again is Chamomile Satin by Dries Van Noten, and the noses of Paul Guerlain Jr. and Julian Resquinet. So master perfumers, and it really does show in the quality of this blend. Next up is going to be vanilla powder. I got vanilla powder a while back. I love the way it smelled. I sampled it long ago and it had been on my wish list for a while, and Twisted Lily actually gifted me this bottle per my request, and it smells so beautiful, but it was just one that was just kind of sitting and not getting a lot of wears on my vanity. I had decided to start wearing it this week, and oh boy, does this smell so phenomenal. This is a very unique powdery vanilla scent. So it has a note of coconut powder, and of course it's got your vanilla, and it also has a heliotrope, so you really are getting powdery, but because the coconut powder is mentioned, it's powdery done in a very unique way, very different way. So you have middle notes of just vanilla Madagascar, okay? Then you have base notes of vanilla absolute, white musk, Palo Santo, coconut, and lactones. So the lactones in here don't wear very heavy, but this is very comforting. Like, my eyes are rolling in the back of my head because I just want to take this scent in and just kind of sit in peace. Like, that is what it is giving me. It smells so beautiful. You do get like this coconut vibe, but a drier coconut. You get lots of vanilla. It is balanced beautifully with the Palo Santo. The Palo Santo does not wear smoky to me, but again, lending it a more unique quality than, let's say, if you threw a sandalwood in here. The heliotrope, it's there in the opening, done in a way that doesn't wear plasticky. That is the problem that I can have with heliotrope, and it doesn't add a boring element to the scent, which heliotrope can also do. So if you're in the market for a comforting powdery vanilla, but not powdery in like a marshmallow or, you know, a purple floral traditional way, then this is one I think you should check out. It almost smells like it's got a slight ambery touch to it. Even though it's not mentioned, it's something a little ambery about the way this wears. It could be because you have an abundance of vanilla. Either way, this one has really been wrapping me up in comfort lately, and so I've been pulling for it a lot more, which is good because now we can really start to appreciate this beauty for what it is. All right, you guys, so that is my video for today. Please drop me a comment below and let me know fragrances that have really been giving you a sense of comfort. If you know that's something that you need in your life right now, fragrances is a great way to kind of capture that. Yeah, so you all, it has been real. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I love you all, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one.